good vibes all around. Summertime high. My head's off in the clouds. Oh, one with my soul. Oh no, no, don't rock the boat. Oh, out with the load. Summertime high.
Man, I fucking love that song.
It's a vibe, bro.
This was a song that I produced, and I had it for a minute. I had it, well, actually for about 3 or 4 days, and I was waiting to show Taylor this song. And then we just started playing it on loop, and I made the beat for it, and we just started vibing with it super hard. And, man, that's probably one of my favorite feel-good songs that we did, man. It feels good, you know? It's just
It's
like
the good vibes all around.
perfect song for the theme song, you know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Well, anyways, my name is AJ, pro tag, singer-songwriter, producer, graphic designer, wear many hats.
Good fucking dude.
You're a good fucking dude. Wear many hats. Today I'm wearing an orange one. And we're starting this podcast off, and this is something that we had in the plans, in the works for about, like a month now?
No, way longer than that.
Yeah, true.
We came up with this idea. Oh, so by the way, let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. I'm Taylor James. Right. I'm a singer-songwriter.
For sure.
I am a plumber by day, dream chaser by night. I'm a dad.
Fucking
I'm
good
a son,
dad at that.
I'm a friend.
Good plumber.
All that. All that. Just making ends meet until the music takes over. But we're just stepping outside of our shell. That's what this is about. This the Good Vibe Tribe. It is it's something that me and Pro and our friends Mitchell and Liz, we kind of dreamed up. I mean, it's probably been 8 months ago. And the term Good Vibe Tribe, that's a song me and my buddy Caleb Clark wrote like 5-6 years ago. And it's just kind of been in the back of my mind. And I was like, it's the perfect term to encompass us, you know? Like,
yeah, for sure.
We are just
all
positive
good
people,
fucking people.
Positive people that love life, you know, and we love to spread joy, and it covers us good. And
just, you know, the good vibe tribe to me is just like embodying like good characters and like wanting people like that in our lives. And something that rings true to me is like just be a good person, you know. It's like sometimes in life, you know, we get caught up in this loop where, you know, we go through our day-to-day basis and, you know, it's just life, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, this podcast is just about good people, and we will bring people on. The guests that we bring on to this podcast is some of the best people that we know, you know, and we know a lot of musicians, but that have so much talent. But at the same time, like, they're good, genuine people. Like, Brett, like, I love him coming over the other day and him just breaking down, like, his experiences that he's had, and, like, to see him where he's at now and the person that I used to know Brett for. I mean, he's always been a great guy, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
But just to see him in his headspace and to see him in, like, a better, like, mental space, like, you know, like, him coming over the other night, like, it was awesome. And he mentioned Liz and Mitch, and Liz is probably one of the best females that I know on this planet. It's just like, she's somebody that you can always count on whenever you need advice, and she's very smart with so many aspects of life. And like, man, I just like love these people so much. Mitch came over the other night, well, actually yesterday. He does poetry, and we're getting him tapped into actually recording it, and Mitch did his poetry at bars and stuff before, so I think it's like real sweet because with me being like the producer, like I can kind of build something around it, and I'm just so excited about, you know, all that this is, and like all that we encompass, and the people that we know, you know what I mean? It's like
just excited about life. Like
sure.
We've got a great group of friends, and we're surrounded by a great group of people that all are dream chasers. They've got positive outlooks on life, and can't wait to incorporate them into this podcast. And
Yeah.
it's just awesome that we're getting to this point and we're getting out there, because this is something new for us. It's something that a lot of nervous feelings and stuff are involved in, because you're putting yourself out there in a different way, and we're learning as we go. And it's just cool. Like my buddy Caleb, he's an awesome musician, awesome dude.
Awesome.
He's with the band Uncle Jesse, and he's actually releasing his podcast today as well. I don't know the name of it yet, but
congratulations, y'all.
He was over here writing a song with me like 6 weeks ago, and we got to talking about podcasts and stuff.
Yeah.
And he was like, let's set a date. And we put June 1st down. And I talked to him, I guess it was 4 nights ago. And he was like, I've got somebody coming over to the house to do my interview, getting ready. And I was like, fuck. Like, me and Pro have just squandered 3.5 weeks of time.
Yeah.
We have not done anything. We've not put no energy, no focus to this.
Right.
And, like, I come home and, like, we started talking about things. We started brainstorming, come up with a little song for the intro. And
yeah.
Pro came up with the logo that we've got. And it's just like
it just shows how fast whenever we do work. Like, man, we work quick, like, bro. And we had that theme song done. We had the design for the logo done in like 2 days, Yeah, it came together quick for sure. It's just awesome seeing everything come together, because we're dream chasers, and music is our love. Like, it's our therapy. It's how we relate to the world. We've both been through our fair shares of ups and downs. I know me as a person, I've made about every mistake a person can make, and it's taught me a lot, but it's gave me a lot of leverage to be able to relate to people, and I do that through my music. Right.
That's the goal for me. Like, I want to help heal others, because music has always done that for me.
Yeah, and I just want to commend you as an artist, because I think that some of the songwriting that you do is like some of the best songwriting that I've ever heard before, and the work that you do with Caleb, like the collaborative writing you guys do together, man, it's fucking amazing. Like, each time that I hear it, I'm just, just amazed each time. And then, like, us watching him perform these songs on stage when we went to that bar, like, last week, it was, like, to be able to hear it on, like, a live setting, like, with drums off in the background and a bass player. It's like, man, these songs is like, songs that you're going to hear on, like, the radio station here in... I'm not gonna put like a timetable on it, but it's just like songs that are really resonating on a really human level, and to really put your emotions out there and the things that you've been through, and to put them in songs. It's like, those are songs that mean a lot to me, just being a fan of y'all. You know what I mean? So
I appreciate that, brother.
For sure.
That's right back at you. His name doesn't come with a light title. He is the Pro. He's an amazing artist, amazing lyricist. He mixes and masters all his own stuff. He makes his own graphic work. We've invested in our camera and stuff so we can have everything in-house, so we don't have to rely...
podcast right here.
We don't have to rely on others, Like, we're rely on ourselves, learn how to do things, and be self-sufficient. That way we can have longevity in this, because we've both came to a place in our life where we've made our mind up, we're solid in it, like, this is what we're going to be doing for the rest of our life in some form or fashion, whether it be with the podcast, it be releasing music.
Right.
We are creators, and it's our way of expression, and that's what we will always do.
For sure. It's like we live in a day and age now where it's like we have all these tools at our disposal. And it's like we can use all these tools and find out which one sticks, but there's certain things that I like testing out. Like, whenever I first started making music, like, I wasn't making the same type of music that I am now,
Right.
Just like, it just relates to life in a way, like, you get more familiar with the camera. You can make a fucking awesome ass podcast, have people that come on and share their story and give that out to the world, but also just testing out things, but don't be afraid to try. And speaking of try, we are really big on using these words. And
not using these words.
Yeah, right. Not using words like try, can't, because
they hold you back.
Yeah, it does.
To try is to have the option of failure.
Right.
And I'm like an advocate for speaking that, because there's a lot of power within words. You have a thought and you speak it out, it's gaining momentum.
Right.
And
yeah.
it's just, you have to watch what you say, because I see it all the time in people. They get stuck in these loops, and it's because they're not aware.
I mean,
the way they
hear
speak.
it all the time, you know, like you go to work or something, you just go out to the random gas station, you hear these words, it's like it's programmed in your head, you know.
For sure. Breaking away from the preconditioning, you know, it's like just teaching people that they are in control of their own life. Like, we are the authors of our stories.
For sure.
If you don't like what's in front of you, you have the power to change it. You just got to have the love and respect for yourself to do so.
Yeah. And this is something that whenever me and Taylor first started hanging out again, I mean, we've been friends for what, like 10 plus years now.
Yeah.
So we started hanging out around like June time of last year. Probably before that, it was like May or so. And I really wasn't even aware about the words and the momentums that they have in like try and can't. It's like you're manifesting something whenever you say even the small words that you're not even realizing, you know. And then it's something that I caught on to, and now that I'm completely aware of. Well, I can't say completely because I use the word try every now and then, but it's
much more aware.
Yeah, much more aware of it though. But like afterwards, like I always catch myself now. You know what I mean?
For sure. So like how me and AJ started our friendship and stuff, like I've always been an artist that kind of steps outside the box. I never wanted to be put in a box of like country, because I have a country voice and everybody's always like, well, he's country, and I'm kind of anything but country, to be honest.
Yeah, and I was about to say, I don't think you are.
But like I seen a guy that was doing music on Facebook and stuff, and this is 10, 11 years ago. Our good buddy Sam Johnson, amazing artist, amazing person, amazing
Shout
father.
out Sam, man. He's a fucking dope ass rapper. Dope
all around
with the
good
man.
Fucking dude. And I hit him up to do some, like, mix my acoustic with his rap and stuff, and we hit it off. He introduced me to AJ, and the rest is history. We used to have a group back in the day.
It's called F Off, Family Over Fortune and Fame. What a hell of a name, though, huh?
F off.
It's like, I feel like that we were like ahead of our time.
Man.
Even then, you know?
We did. We had some solid music though. Like I still go
yeah,
back.
like Beast. The Beast is one that I could still play back to this day and just you know, like it just has that aggression to it. You know what I mean?
It was a lot of fun though. It was a really different avenue for me, because you're taking the guy with the acoustic that's used to playing acoustic shows, and he stripped my acoustic away from me, and I'm up on a stage feeling naked,
right.
singing hooks and starting to get into rapping, like writing different verses and stuff, and it's just a good experience, you know, because I know that every time you step out of your comfort zone, that's where true growth lies.
For sure. Yeah, but that's why I was saying, like, back to, like, the music that I made. Like, you know, I kept myself in a box whenever I first started, but to expand onto that, it's like, now I feel like I do more music that's, like, more singing and have more of, like, a melodic feel to it instead of just focusing on, like, rapping and rapping fast and stuff like that, because I do feel like there's true growth in that. And man, like I remember hearing some of the verses that you wrote down, like rapping, and I'm just like, man, this man got skills with the bars too. It's like
they don't know about that yet.
Yeah,
that'll be something to be released at a later date one day.
Yeah, man.
We're just creators,
like,
though.
Yeah, like sometime on the podcast, you got to give them that one fucking verse you did
dark, I've been trapped.
Yeah, man. This man got skills with the rapping part, man, but don't let him fool you at all. You know.
But no, so it's just life is beautiful.
It is beautiful, man.
When you slow down to just truly appreciate it, like we are blessed to be alive. We're blessed to be in this time.
Super blessed. For sure.
And, you know, it's like we get caught in these negative mindsets and, you know, forms of depression and anxiety and stuff, and let them control us. And it's like, that's not how I want to live.
Right.
Just showing a little appreciation and being thankful that you've got another breath, like, it changes everything.
For sure.
And I know, like, for, you know, me and Pro reconnecting, like, last June or whatever, I was going through a hard time. I was just went through a bad split up, you know, and I'm kicked out of the place that I've been living for the last year prior to that, and I'm homeless, staying in my SUV. I'm depressed. I'm suicidal. I haven't been tapping into the music in a long time because of all the drugs and stuff that came in my past. You know, it had pushed me away, and I found myself writing, and I'm just writing like therapeutic music from like traumatic events from my childhood, and I get done writing, and it's something way outside the box for me. And I sent it to Pro. It's like I always appreciated his outlook on music. Like I appreciate his artistry and like who he is, what he represents, and he's always been a straight shooter. Like he's not just a yes man. Not just gonna tell me that, yeah, Bubba, it's good. I really enjoy it. He's gonna speak truth to me. And I sent it to him. He listened. Gave me his feedback, and then he showed me a song that he wrote called "The Purpose." And this song, like it hit me in my soul. It resonated with me, and I was like, man, this is the kind of music you create when you keep creating. Like when you don't stop, you just are dedicated and focused. This is the kind of amazing artwork that you create.
For sure.
And it sparked the fire back in me.
Yeah, like I know with The Purpose, like it wasn't a song that I was really big on at the time. It's just because I'm always creating, like I'm always creating something. And then music for me is like a really therapeutic thing. So it wasn't even like a song that I would just show like a random person that I'm just, that I don't really connect with or whatnot. But with you doing music always about real life situations and things that you feel and your emotions and stuff, and especially since you sent me the Easter egg surprise, it was like, man, I feel like that I can go deep with him on a level of this type of song, you know what I mean? But I wasn't too big on the song just because like I kind of don't like put those songs out, you know what I mean? It's like songs that are like really real to me and stuff, like like I always think about what people are going to think or how I'm going to look or what I'm going to say. Like it might like affect somebody in a bad way or a good way or whatnot, but just to have that impact in my music, like, but that's what we do it for, the best sentiment that we can get as artists is like, man, that song really did something for me, or like, man, that song saved my life, or I don't know where I would be without a song like that. And, music shines through even when people are in their darkest of times, you know what I mean? So
music's that constant, music's always there. It's been there through the highs, the lows, through the depression, through my mistakes. Like music is the only thing that has never left me. And
for sure.
That's, it's, to me, it's the best outlet to truly get your therapy, just to truly heal and to help others heal. And it's just like,
for sure.
It's love. Music is love.
Yeah, and like I feel like with you, it's like I love the music that we make, but even better, it's like we have a bond, like we have a friendship, and it goes deeper than just the music. And I feel like I make the best music whenever I have friends that I'm just super connected with,
For sure. It's a brotherhood, like we got each other's back through thick and thin. It's deeper than the music.
Yeah.
It's all aspects of life, and it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, for sure. And I'm just really happy with the team that we have,
Me too.
I want to touch back on like a few people. Liz, amazing person, always there for me, probably one of my best friends in this world. Mitch, somebody that I can always talk to and go deep with, and he really understands things on a deeper level. We haven't talked about this person, but Kelly, she plays at the O&A bar. If you're in Paducah and you go to the O&A bar
tonight.
She's probably one of the best piano players that I've seen.
Oh, she's amazing.
And just having a conversation with her and just really understanding her story and stuff. It's like, man, we know all these amazing musicians, and it was just something I want to come back to because we didn't give Kelly, but that look. But I did want to mention her. Like, if you guys are in Paducah and you guys are at the O&A or around the area, go check her out. She's amazing, And Brett, we talked about him. He plays drums. And we have this idea of getting Brett on Taylor's next album.
Only album.
Yeah.
Besides an old physical CD.
So the plan that Taylor has here, well, I don't want to speak for you, is like getting these musicians and stuff together.
I've been getting everything together because I've always had big dreams. I know I have music that I love, that I believe in, that gets good reviews from people. I have people ask me all the time about my music if I'm still playing, and I know it goes over well because it has my heart and soul in it. And
for sure.
I've just always been bad at follow through. Like I'll go spend money. I'll spend time, I invest, I make these things, and then I'm not happy with something, I don't release it, and
Yeah, that happens to me all the time also.
I'm just like I'm over that, and I've got 6 songs picked out that a lot of them me and Caleb wrote. I think there's a couple that are just me solo, but
Yeah.
Caleb's gonna be playing the guitar, and then Brett's gonna be playing the drums. Kelly's gonna be adding the piano.
Yeah.
Pro will be probably adding some different sound effects and stuff, some DJ vibes,
Yeah.
and I'm just it's a piece of work that I'm proud of. I'm happy with the songwriting. I'm excited with the stories that it tells, and
Yeah.
I'm excited with what it's gonna do in the world. Just being vulnerable and finally putting something out because it's like I've been playing music steady for 20 plus years now, and
Yeah.
if you didn't have one of the hard copy CDs that I sent off in the mail when I made them all, like, you can't even find me. And
Right. Yeah.
it's like I'm stepping into myself as a musician. And
Yeah, for
it's
sure.
a good feeling,
And it's like, man, we live in a day and age where like CDs are just kind of a thing of the past now, You listen to music on like streaming services and stuff like that, and that's where like the music is going to be, whenever he drops this album, we're going to put it on Spotify, Apple Music, And really I'm excited about it cuz I was there at the beginning process of y'all like writing these songs. I mean, like I know y'all have a few of them, but man, like I can just think about some of the songs that I know that are gonna sound fucking amazing with the piano on it and the drums behind it and stuff. And now to me, like to hear something in its creation and to like whenever it's done, like man, that's just such like a beautiful thing,
Yeah, watching it be created and just watching it blossom into what it becomes.
For sure.
I'm super, super excited. Super excited.
Yeah, like we have a lot of plans for the year, things that we want to do. This podcast was one of them. I mean, and I'm glad that we've actually got onto it this month. And even though it took us some time, like we talked about, like we're actually getting it up off the ground and we're doing something with it, And this is something that we plan to do for however long,
Yeah, an episode a week. That's our game plan.
Yeah.
Just stay active on this and kind of figure out our recipe as we go. Get everything in order, and with time we'll figure it out. We'll get better. We still have our anxieties and nerve problems with cameras, just like probably all the rest of you guys. And
it just shows us that we're human,
Yeah, we're working through it, and that's a beautiful thing.
For sure.
This is just stepping out, because if you let certain things hinder you and hold you back, then you'll find yourself one day, old and gray, and you'll be like, why didn't I put myself out there? Why didn't I follow my heart? Why didn't I follow my dreams? And
yeah,
I never want to find myself in a place with those questions.
Right, like I wish I would have done that, or to look back when you're like 60 and have all these dreams and aspirations, but you were caught up in the work field your whole life, and now you're trying to make your dreams work when you're 60 or 70. It's like now we're still young, we still have plenty of life ahead of us. We still have all these dreams and aspirations, but we're doing it right now. And I think that that's something that can be very inspiring to other people. It's like, man, if you have something that you want to do, if you have a song that you want to write, if you love making beats, just like stick with it, man. Like it's going to work out, your dreams ain't over yet. And sometimes things come into fruition the more when life goes by and you just actually enjoy the experience of it, and me and Taylor had this conversation the other day about about fame and stuff, and it's just like for me it's like I don't really look at it as my intention and to get famous. Like I just really enjoy the creation. Like, this is something that I probably inspired to be whenever I was like 18 to be famous or whatnot. But now I'm just at a point where it's like I want to really enjoy the creation process and just fall in love with it, because I feel like the more that you fall in love with it, that's going to be the thing that like rings true in the end. You know what I mean?
Just keep getting better at your craft.
For sure.
That's definitely, I know for me, like it's never been about the fame or the light.
Right.
It's never been wanting to be in the spotlight or anything. It's just truly writing from places, dark times, good times, just real life experiences, pulling from that and pushing it out into the world and giving people hope, letting them know that they're not alone.
For sure.
Because I know, I'm different with when it comes to music, but if a song hits me in my soul, I might listen to it 100 times straight. Like,
Yeah.
and I'm just going through a healing journey
Mm-hmm.
during that process, and I want to give that back to people
For
because
sure.
that's the only reason I'm still here. I know for a fact, you know, and I want to
Yeah.
be that. I want to be that for somebody.
And it's like, man, like I enjoy to make the songs like that song that we have for the theme song. It's like I enjoy making music like that. But it's also like that's kind of out of like Taylor's like comfort range of the stuff that he kind of does. And like, man, I enjoy being around and having something like that. And him, I don't know if you ever recorded on like a type of beat like that, you know, but just giving you something different
Right.
to be like, hey, but let's try this out because you never know, you know. And I think that's cool that we're both like open-minded, you know, because I feel like that's going to be the thing that rings true, that's going to shine through at the end of the day, is to be an open-minded person and not to be in a box. Like, I don't need this chain that I have on and a nice whip and like, you know, a girl with a huge ass, like the rapper image. Like, I don't need that rapper image to allow my music to shine and the things that I talk about. And I just feel like now is in a day and age where they enjoy people that's open-minded, that can do many things with the music and can go to this genre over here to this genre over here, you know. And I think that's what people are going to be fans of with your music, you know.
It's just real. I know that, you know, maybe it's not for everybody, but I know the people that it is for, they will find their way to me. My music will find its way to them. It's just a keeping on the track, keep going, because so many people are so focused on these material things, and there's just so much more to life, you know. There's so much more to life.
Yeah,
And
there really is.
it's like our mission statement at its core is love, like
Yeah.
just helping people out in times of need, helping spread positivity, waking people up to what they're good at, like seeing potential in people and pushing them, feeding into them, and helping them cultivate an art or something that they can be proud of so they
Yeah.
can live their dreams out, you know?
Yeah, and touching on that, we do plan on having guests on this podcast. We will have a few people slide on by. I mean, and if you're an artist out there that really wants to share your music with us, we would actually love to hear your music. And I want to connect with other artists out there. So, with having experience in music, if you need somebody to critique your music, we have two musicians here that would love to connect with the other artists out there in the world.
Most definitely.
And me being a producer, you know, people want to send me loop kits, drums, sounds, whatever, instruments, you know, like I would actually love to connect with other producers out there. Like producing has taken in a life of its own for me here I mean, I've been producing for a while now. Like I've actually just had a song come out that I produced the other day. It's called Crash Dummy by my boy Miles and LB. And been doing some work for Menace Mob there for a while now. And been producing a lot for Miles. He's a really good friend of mine. And
Really talented guy.
for sure, really, really talented guy. One of the best writers that I know with like rapping here around here for sure in this area. And I just wanted to share with the people the things that I have in the works. I'm dropping another song with Miles that I produced here in July, so look out for that. And just the producing side of things, like I really enjoy it because it's like I've always been known to be a rapper and a songwriter and stuff. And like, man, I just think it's really cool that like I can sit at my computer, make a fucking dope ass beat, send it to an artist, and then to hear something that I just have my hand in on something else, you know. It's like it's like amazing to me that this is all happening for me, like the production side of things, the songwriting side of things, the rapping side of things, the melodic side of things. It's like staying well-rounded in more than just one thing, you know.
For sure. And so for like yeah, like I definitely looking forward to working with different artists and stuff, and
For
you
sure.
know, giving you guys a platform to be heard. And but something that I've kind of envisioned for this is like not just strictly music. Like we are the Good Vibe Tribe.
Yeah.
If you embody good vibes and love, and you are working on something that's abstract, and you are helping people out there in the world, like, come tell the world about it, because we would love to give you a platform to just speak your truth and
for sure
to shine. You know, that's what this is about. And it's just life is beautiful. So this is gonna be a little long-winded for a second. I'm gonna get in on the church and where we are in life right now.
Yeah.
And it's going back to Mitchell and Liz. Like Mitchell, he's been one of my best friends since I've been 5. You know, it's 20 plus years. It's just an awesome dude. And then Liz, she's just an amazing woman, one of the best women I've ever met as well. And this place came into my view, this church. It came into my sight because it's 1 block away from my children. And I was homeless, going through that breakup and everything, and I had to find a place to stay. This place became available. Liz, she helped me co-sign for it. We tackled the whole process, made it happen, and that's where we're at now. We have an amazing church. Yeah. We're not actually in the church right now. Like, the 2-story building behind it, I have renovated and turned into an apartment.
A nice apartment.
Pro, he lives here with me now. Been living here the last 7 months, I guess.
For sure.
We've just been creating and working on music, but the church itself, it's an amazing place.
Oh, I mean,
it's very divine, and it's probably the oldest structure in this town, and it is amazing. It's got all the old school stained glass, and I just see the vision for this place. Like, eventually, I want it to be like a concert hall / wedding venue.
Yeah.
But then, like, full-time, a creative hub. Like, have a place where artists can come and they can get their photography done, get videos done. They can get the beat made. They can record. A whole promo package, like a one and done. You come here, we'll help you create something and put it out into the world.
For sure.
Because, like, we've never really had anything like that. You know, I mean, I'm not saying people don't do that, but it's like kind of everybody's like a one-stop shop type deal. It's like they just do mixing or they just do recording or
right, yeah.
You know, and
we're well versed in like everything, you know.
And so I'm super excited about the church because it's like, you know, this place is 109 years old, and no matter what your higher power is or what you choose to believe in, like, people came to this place for 109 years and they prayed and they let their energy free, and you can just feel the love. You can feel the powerhouse that this place is, and it's given us an amazing space to be able to create and just have freedom, and I'm so thankful for this place.
No, for sure. It's truly special to me because, like, I was dealing with some things, and you know, and we all go through like a depression in life and stuff, and I can say that I'm not going to say completely healed because, like, I feel like healing is a process, but I feel so much better about myself, where I'm at, who I am, the things I've been through in my past since I came here. And I feel like it's just something that people fed their energy into this place. And I feel like that might have something to do with it too. It's like people gave their love and their support and their light to this place for over 100 years.
Right.
So it's like whenever people walk in here, like, I love to see it all the time. Like, people are just like, man, this place is amazing. Like, they see it and they're just like, just taken back by it, you know? And for me, it's just like such a proud feeling, you know? Because, like, I never had a place of this much space, and to be able to use this much space of a place is just like truly special. And, you know, I'm sure the guests that will come on here and the people that we will meet, but they'll be able to get to see it one day. And
for sure, we'll have to do some kind of little video or something sometime just to show everybody.
Right. Yeah.
It is a very special place, and it's just it's funny because, like, people, they were like, dude, I heard you bought a church, and I'm like, yeah. And I'm like, it wasn't ever in my plans, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't ever plan on buying a church.
Right, and it's not no like rinky-dink church, like, but this had some space to it. Like, I don't know, like, how many acres it is, but, you know, but this is fucking amazing out here, you know?
Yeah, for sure. It's a sweet spot, and it's cool how everything happens, because I've just been building for this my whole life. I mean, as far as life goes and mistakes, like, I've made them all. I've been addicted to drugs. I've been a liar, a thief. I've been a bad person. I still always had a good heart, but I just was lost. The just the traumas and things that I've dealt with in my life. I was hurt and I was looking for an escape. And it's like, even through all my past problems, still led me to church.
Right. It still led you to this point, But I just want to say, man, I commend you on staying sober and sticking with it, because I know how hard that is. Like, I've seen people that, that lost their lives due to the type of drugs, what I'm saying, that you were on, and, some people that I grew up with, and I know how hard addiction is. So I just want to commend you on that, man. It's like, it's an everyday battle. I mean, but once you get through it and once you're clear, like, you're good,
I appreciate that, my brother.
But it just goes to show that, but there is hope for people out there,
Really is. It's a mindset. I mean, I was a daily meth user for 6 years, and I never thought I'd find myself in that place. And then before I knew it, I was there. It had me wrapped up, and I was good at keeping it hidden. I mean, until I got busted, everybody was like completely shocked because I kept it under wrap. But
right.
I just finally got tired of being tired. I was homeless. I'm staying out in the garage on the farm. No power, no water. Kind of like what did it for me. Like the last day when I really finally like broke down and prayed for help and guidance. Like, I come in and there's just like a little mattress on the floor in this place, and there's a big black snake slithering across my bed. And I was like, dude, like, when the fuck is enough? Like,
right, yeah.
Like, what are you doing with your fucking life? And I broke down. I went to Lifeline Rehab.
That's good.
I completed their 9-month program.
That's awesome.
And coming up on July 9th, I'll have 5 years sober.
Man, I just want to...
Thank you, Bubba.
For sure, man. I just want to applaud that, man, because, man, I see it in so many people that, like, don't want to get the help, but they're in it, just, now succumbed with that, and just for you to say, like, enough is enough. I want to get the help. You go through a rehab process, and now you're clean, and now you're doing good, man. And it's like, we don't need no drug or something to make us feel how we want to feel, Like, I feel like a lot of things come from yourself, like your natural being,
Everything.
For sure,
Everything.
It's a natural chemical reaction that we have in our body, and a lot of these things that we look for external things can be found inside of us, You
just gotta take the time to look inside and figure out who you are,
For sure.
Spend time on yourself and just truly figuring out who you are as a person, because it is all internal. And it's just, there's so much more to life. I know this podcast is going to catch some of you guys out there still lost in the darkness, still struggling, and like,
right.
Just take my advice. Like, there's such a beautiful life on the other side of that. And yeah, it's going to be challenging. Anything in life worthwhile is challenging, but if you decide you've had enough, you want to be back in your family's life, you want to quit running, you want to quit wasting your life, I'm telling you, just reach out. There are places, there are people that will help you. There are people that are rooting for you, people that believe in you.
Yes.
Like, you can do it, and you can change your whole life.
Right. For sure, man. Man, I'm so proud of you, bro.
Bubba.
To see you on the other end of things now, It's like, now you're inspiring others. It's awesome, bro.
Bro, it's such a good feeling, man. I was so lost, I know at one point I was like, I will always do this drug. Like, that was a thought in my head. I was like, I'll be an old man. However old I live, I'll still be doing it, because it's addiction. Like, I loved it, but it's just, man, what a blessing to be free and to just, I mean, shout out to Lifeline Rehab, for real. That place saved my life,
For sure.
They were my lifeline from the depths of hell, and they taught me a lot. And it's just crazy how it's a religious organization, and, everything I've went through. And then now we're here at the church. And
it's like God has always found a way to look after us one
man,
way or another,
God has got our back,
For sure.
Looking out.
All right, well, before we do close this podcast, I do want to say something about our spiritual numbers. And you said something about how we got to church. Well, you didn't tell the people about how that number came about. And I don't want you to give the whole story about how everything came about, but I have a number of 66. This is a number that's been following me, a number that I feel has been my soul number for about a good 4 or 5 years now. And it's just a number that really guided me in the right direction. Whenever I felt like I was down and out and not in a really good place in my life, 66 has always led me to a certain place in my life where like my life has gotten better. So 66 has always been really special to me. And me and Taylor are hanging out, and I see that he got a 34 on his arm. Well, we're driving past this place, and it's like this gas station place, and it was like a Route 66 place. And I'm giving this story to Taylor, like, man, this is the number that means a lot to me, like 66. And he looks over at me, and he's like, 34 plus 66 is 100. And I remember at that moment, like, I was just fucking mind blown. But I wanted to bring this up because we put down the deposit for $34,000 on the church.
Yep. It's very divine, and I'm 34 years old.
He's 34 years old right now. Like,
it's just all, I truly believe everything is divinely orchestrated.
For sure.
And I've been following that number for the last 13 years. Because when I was out in California, I had a vision. Like when I was laying down at night, it felt like I was just being warped through a freaking wormhole to this place where the Creator was. And I could see what I represented as God. I could see me on my knees in front of Him. And I was looking from like a bird's point view. Mm-hmm. And He was just telling me that like He would always show me the number 34 to let me know that I'm on path, that I'm being true to myself, following my dreams. And He said that the music is how I will connect with people. It's how I will make a lot of money. Mm-hmm. But not because I'm a greedy person or anything. It's because I truly want to help people.
For sure.
And that's like my deepest desire, is to be a dream builder. I want to be able to sit down.
10:34 right now, actually.
I want to be able to sit down from everybody that's ever made an impact on my life at some point and be like, what makes you happy? You know, what would make you happy? Because everybody's got different dreams. Not everybody cares to be a rock star. Right. And there's nothing wrong with that. But I want to put people on the fast track to living out their dreams and just give back to people that were there for me through all my trials and tribulations growing up. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And once it's stretched out to all the people that have helped me along my path, I want to stretch it out into the world and truly help people. Just truly give back and just make people's way of life better. And all I want is just them to pay it forward. So it just starts that cycle of helping people on a grand scale. Mm-hmm. And it's just, to me, there could be nothing more beautiful that I could do. Like, I'm always going to make music. I'll always love the music, but that is my deepest desire, you know? So the music's just a stepping stone to getting there.
Yeah, like, the best feeling that you get as a person is you giving, you know?
Yeah, I'm a giver for sure.
It's like better than the music, like better than the day-to-day. It's like giving back to people that mean a lot to you, but not only mean a lot to you. I mean, I like the idea of you meeting somebody random and, but they need help and they don't have the funds or whatnot to actually build their dream. And I just feel like that we're in a position right now to build our dream up as enough as we can,
Oh, yeah, for sure.
To get to that point where we can build somebody else's dream. And I think the whole dream builder idea it's fucking amazing, because not many people are like that, want to build up their dreams so much so they can build up other people's dreams. We live in a world that's like take, it's like, and that's going to be the beacon of light in somebody's world,
just transferring it over to a world of give, you know, getting away from ways of the old, getting away from the wicked, and just truly embracing love and oneness, just whole, you know what I mean? Being appreciative, being happy, just living out your life. Like, there's more than this American dream that we've been sold.
For sure.
You know, I don't believe that we're supposed to work all day, every day to barely get by and then retire and die. Like, that's not the life that I want to live, you know?
For sure. Yeah, to do what you love and to see the rewards for it. But not only that, but to give back, you know, like there's something special about that, you know?
Most definitely.
Well, anyways, we are the Good Vibe Tribe podcast. Yet again, my name is AJ. You guys can call me AJ. My rap name is Protag. They've been calling me Protag for years now. Tay, he called me Pro and Prioli and
Proku and
Proku. It's just like, man, I could go on forever with all the pro words that I've had in my name. It's just like, I have a lot of mixtapes that I came out with back in the days, like the Prohibition, Provoked, and I just thought it was always cool, like the pro tag thing, like tagging that pro on everything, you know. But yet again, like I am pro tag, and I'm glad you guys stuck with us throughout the whole time of this podcast. If you made it this point and get to know us a little bit, and we are excited to eventually at least have one of y'all on here as a guest. I mean, this isn't going to be the only setting that we have in here, and we're going to work with our settings and the locations and stuff because, you know, this isn't just only going to be in one spot. But yeah,
if you come on the show, you got to sit right here.
In this one little foot area. Yeah.
But we do appreciate you guys tuning in. Once again, I'm Taylor James. I am a dream builder. I am a creator, and I'm excited for you guys to go on this journey with us. We're just gonna continue spreading love and light, and you know, like I said, we'll get our recipe figured out. We'll get the hang of this stuff, and we hope you guys just continue to tune in with us and, you know, grow with us.
For sure.
We're looking forward to the next one.
We love y'all.
Much love.
We are always here for y'all. If y'all want to just give us some advice to tell me what y'all think about it, you know, I would love the
feedback. The
feedback, for sure, because we are new to this podcast realm. And if somebody has any games or something that they have in mind, or if you want to send us a song or something and we can review it on the podcast or a live stream that we have planning up also.
Any ideas that you want to incorporate that you think might help us push this, and then be sure to like, comment, share, like help us beat these algorithms and get this stuff out there. Because like we have good hearts and we've got a lot of love to offer this world, and we're gonna offer it. So we hope that you guys will help us along our journey.
For sure. GVT out.
Good Vibe Tribe.
Peace.
Peace.